Hello, this is the Fillmore Podcast. I'm the poet. I'm joined, as always, by Zaki, aka Loco. Today, we'll be talking about the NBA and our favorite players, both by position and without position. So, without further ado, Loco, what's good?
And just a disclaimer: it's probably going to have players from the '80s and '90s heavily featured on the list, just because we grew up in that era. I'm gonna guess that's how my list is. I don't know how your list went there. Okay,
Cool.
so
Yep.
I'll go with my bench. Point guard, I got kids like Mark Price,
Mark Price, ladies and gentlemen.
Cleveland Cavaliers number 25. Good passer, good shooter.
Yeah.
Just reminds me of how I used to play when I was a kid. I just liked
Yeah.
his
That's
shooting.
the line when some guy said, "Damn, that kid's like Price."
Shooting guard, I got number 8 / number 24, the late great Kobe Bryant, Black
Mm.
Mamba.
Mm.
Small forward,
Yes,
this
five
was a
NBA championships.
small forward. I have number 21, Dominique Wilkins from Atlanta
Dominique.
Hawks. That was a close one.
Yeah.
Power forward, I have TD Tim Duncan, also
Oh,
number 21.
okay.
And my center backup is Hakeem Olajuwon, number 34, Houston Rockets.
Oh. Two-time NBA champion, defensive player of the year, and a Hall of Famer.
And he messed up Shaq and Ewing, so.
Yeah, and Robinson.
But mainly Ewing, that's the boy I like him. A few
He
Knicks.
messed up Robinson in the playoffs, man. You don't remember? He
I mean,
embarrassed
Ewing
him.
in the finals, though, like we all worried. I didn't
Oh
want
yeah,
the
yeah.
New York
He messed
Knicks
up Robinson, who was the MVP. He took his ass out. But anyway, so that was your top 10, top
bench.
five of the bench. You want to go for your starters by position? So point guard.
How about you do your bench? Then I'll go to my starting.
All right, cool. So my bench is point guard. AI, the homie.
That
Yeah.
guy, he played shooting guard too, but yeah, he played
Well, I
both.
did put this, but we can kind of mix it
Yeah.
up. So AI guard, 27 all time average, one of the greatest scorers of all time, and one of the greatest steals. Also NBA League MVP. Shooting guard, we have Dwyane Wade because that kid's like Flash. Yeah. Miami Heat, 2006. We remember watching the finals together with D
Yeah.
Wade leading the way.
Number
Something like
3.
35 points in the playoffs against Maverick. NBA champion 3 times, MVP once of the finals, um, multiple time All Star, Hall of Famer, everything. And I just love the way he played. And his hero is AI, so it's fitting with those two together. Next one up is maybe a surprise, but at small forward, I have the Doctor, J. Julius Irving, ladies and gentlemen. Never saw him play, but just because of his highlights and just his demeanor and the way he comes across, um, is also the first jersey I ever bought in my life. I think the only jersey I ever bought in my life was Dr. J, the red one, Philadelphia, legend. One-time NBA champion, two-time ABA champion. If you combine both stats, he has over 30,000 points. Dunk champion, All-Star, Hall of Famer, legend. Power forward, this one's gonna maybe be a shocking one. This is favorite, not best. Tony Kukoc, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Power forward, my least favorite position. But I had to think about it carefully. Who do I really like as a
Tony, I
player?
still love you, baby.
Tony Kukoc made the Hall of Fame recently, inducted by Jordan, who actually bothered to show up, and Phil Jackson. Obviously, three-time NBA champion with the Bulls with Jordan and Pippen, but also a EuroLeague champion, EuroLeague legend, so all-time Hall of Famer, and Sixth Man of the Year in 1996. A great underrated player who rescued the Bulls in some situations. And my center is
Oh,
Shaq. The big man. We love him. Awesome player, four-time NBA champion, NBA analyst now. Just funny guy, all around actor, rapper, everything. Shaq is the man. And that is my five bench all time.
looks like he did not say a prayer.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Okay, I have some special mentions, but we can get that to later before we do our favorite, regardless of
Zaki
positions.
was alluding to Isaiah Thomas, but no.
Okay, my starting. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Mhm.
Number 13, two-time MVP. Is your game MVP like Steve Nash? Nash.
I knew it. I knew it.
Nash, it gotta be Steve Nash.
Yeah.
I loved Steve Nash, especially when he moved to Phoenix.
Yes.
Just humble guy, cool. This great passing, great shooting,
Finally, guys, do made the NBA 75
and
team.
just
Is he in the Hall of Fame yet? Or not?
I'm not sure. And yeah, just
Should be.
pretty much that team started the way that the NBA is played today.
Yeah, that team was hot, man. I mean, it's a shame they just ran into the monster of the Lakers. They would have won some titles.
Yeah, so yeah, Steve Nash tried to win the ring with the Lakers, but he was pretty injury prone by then.
He was also 40 years old. I forgot that part.
The injury and age.
Yeah,
But damn, yeah, I really wanted him to win the ring, but he still had a Hall of Fame career. Not currently coaching.
not in the Hall of Fame, but yes, two-time NBA MVP, eight-time All-Star.
I said Hall of Fame career, like yeah, even if it's
Yeah. I mean, he will get there. He will definitely.
I think Weber can get in there, and then MVP, two-time MVP will definitely get in there.
Yes. So.
And
right.
yeah, moving on, shooting guard. It's gonna be the same for everybody from North Carolina, number 23.
At guard.
If you don't play that way, they don't play that way. Break. Michael
guard.
Jeffrey Jordan.
Showtime here. Double team on Jordan.
Walk that dog. Walk that three. Yeah, nothing you can say about Jordan. Jordan's Jordan. Okay, small forward.
Yeah.
Maybe tied with Jordan, my favorite player of all time. From Boston Celtics, number 33, Larry Bird.
Larry Legend. Yes.
What a player. Awesome passing.
Yep.
Awesome shooting. Part of a
all
legendary
around.
team.
He was a LeBron before LeBron, without the athleticism. The numbers, I mean.
Yeah. Him and Magic got the popularity of NBA also rising with all these adverts, shoes,
three-time NBA champion,
cereal, all that stuff. They really started going in hard on those two guys, and they had a great rivalry from college days
to Indiana.
Yeah, great coach in Indiana. He's from Indiana too.
Two times NBA Finals MVP, three times NBA MVP,
and yeah, this Bird and Magic, they kind of canceled themselves out. Let's say one of them wasn't there, the other guy would have like 5-6 championships, maybe even more.
Coach of the Year, 1998 as well. Interesting.
Power forward, just because I personally loved him, especially in these 2-3 years. When he comes down, he's gonna rain down on you. Number 40, he's from Seattle Supersonics, Sean Kemp.
Of course.
Dunks, the rejections, rebounds, and it was just cool that Seattle Supersonics team was just cool.
The Rain Man,
Sean Kemp. I love Kemp. I always wanted him to make a comeback. Followed his career even when he was playing for Orlando Magic. Having some good games here and there. But yeah, Sean Kemp, power forward.
Didn't you order his jersey and kit from a magazine?
Yeah, I ordered his jersey from a magazine when we were living in Winchester, England, from America. Had to wait like 3 months for that come, but yeah, it was the home kit, Seattle Supersonics 96 kit.
Yeah.
The one they got to 95. The one they got into the finals with.
Yeah.
Center, this is no shock to anybody that knows me. Number 32, also number 34, Shaq Daddy. Shaq Attack. Who's your road
pick? Shaq Daddy. Shaq.
Road Story. Who was your first pick? Road Story. Not Christian Laettner. Not Alonzo Moore. Shaq. What else? Oh, God. I love Shaq. I even had a t-shirt as a kid.
Yeah.
Where he's like ripping through a t-shirt. Orlando Magic is another team I loved. That's cool. Yeah. What can you say? This monster. This dunking, rejecting.
Scoring leader. Four-time champion. MVP.
Hilarious guy, but yeah. He seems like a good guy too, but yeah.
Hall of Famer. Yeah.
As he once said to his kids, We ain't rich. I'm rich. So yeah, Shaq Daddy to top my top five. So it's Nash, Jordan, Bird, Kemp, and Shaq.
Nice, nice. All right. So my starting by position is not going to be a shock. Magic Johnson, my favorite player of all time, at point guard. No big shock there. Um, Five-time NBA champion, highest assist average in history, over 11
Hocus
assists a game.
pocus, Magic Johnson.
Almost 20 points a game, could rebound, steal, everything.
And the
And
funniest fake face passes.
yeah, probably the greatest passer of all time. Would definitely have had the all-time records if he didn't have AIDS. Um, but yeah, so Magic, and then at shooting guard, of course, none other than Michael Jordan. Nothing more to say there, except that he also won the Defensive Player of the Year in 1988. Next up, small forward, Dominique Wilkins, who was always kind of on the heels of Jordan, hence why I didn't get much media play or love at that time, but got his respect much later. Got his
And he was in a
statue.
shit team.
Well, yeah, they weren't bad. I mean, they went far in the playoffs, but
I
they
mean,
just
they didn't
couldn't.
have no other All Star with him.
Yeah, he never played with another All-Star or Hall of Famer, which
Stacey
is
Ogman was not All Star.
yeah, Stacey. Yeah, he never played with another All-Star or Hall of Famer ever. So in his prime, but he was giving Jordan a run for his money for
Shooting titles,
scoring titles. He won
and
one.
Bird too. I guess they had a good
Yeah,
series.
he had a rivalry with Bird, a famous playoff battle in '86, I believe. So one of the greatest dunkers of all time as well. Two at dunk championships. Um, he lost one to Jordan, but that's kind of known as the greatest dunk competition ever. Jordan versus
I mean,
Wilkins.
for
So
at the time, yeah. I mean, the
yeah,
dunks now it doesn't involve
so
too
he
far.
was just one of those guys that got caught under Jordan's shadow a little bit, but we had a lot of love for him. I had a lot of love for him. So Dominique Wilkins, number 21
How about
Atlanta
you talk
Hawks.
about how you broke my basketball rim, that toy rim I had, where you just hook it to
Not
your
talk
door?
about that. Let's move on.
I was a little kid, happy to get a little basketball rim put on the door where you could just play inside with a little ball. And this fool comes in, does a tomahawk jam with a little music, and breaks the damn thing.
Trying to be Dominique Wilkins, yeah. Because Dominique could dunk with force. Yes, I did break that rim. I am sorry, but things happen, man. Things happen. Anyway, moving on. And this one is not going to be well received, I know. But my power forward, after a lot of thought, is C Webb.
No way!
Chris Webber, baby. Yes. Okay.
Oh my
Most
god!
underrated.
Starting
Famous.
too?
Yes.
Oh my god!
This is favorite, man. Favorite.
Yeah, yeah, okay, fine.
All right. I just love the way he played. He could pass, he could score, he could rebound. Similar averages to Tim Duncan, just without the championships. Got caught in
And
that.
leadership.
Just got caught in the Lakers. Couldn't get over the Lakers hump. But the Sacramento Kings were hot in the 2000s. So C Webb, who recently made the Hall of Fame, but not the NBA 75, which I think was a criminal. My center.
I pretty much agree. Definitely not 75 all the time.
Disrespect. My center. This was a tough one, but I had to go with favorite and the one I'm most related to, and that is Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. And that 95 and what was it? Yeah, 94 and 95 titles were epic, and his all-round play is just amazing. He did take out David Robinson and Shaq in the same year in the playoffs. David Robinson was MVP, but he took him out of anger. Then a young Shaq just came again, couldn't stop Olajuwon in the '94 finals, and then he took out Ewing in the next year. So Olajuwon, a little underrated. Oh, I think very underrated when it comes to all-time centers, but I think he was amazing. And that concludes my top 10 by position. So are you ready to go to top 10 position lists, favorites?
Yeah, and just a shout out to people that didn't make any list. Or for me, AI Iverson. I also enjoyed Iverson. Not lucky
Easy.
you. Well, yeah, I liked him. John Stockton, Utah Jazz. Another player I liked.
Karl Malone, Charles Barkley.
This is my list. Let me do my list. How do you know they didn't make my favorite list? Penny Hardaway, Orlando Magic, setting up with that Shaq.
Yep.
Great player before he got injured.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller. I love Reggie Miller. Indiana
Oh yeah, Reggie,
Pacers.
definitely.
Dropped that three like no tomorrow. If he played in the game today, he'll be right there with Curry, I
Curry,
think.
I think so too, because he could shoot off the dribble too.
But yeah, can't take anything from Curry. That guy's amazing too. But yeah,
Yeah,
Reggie, he'll be
Curry's
there up there.
outstanding, but he'd be up there. Yeah, he'd
And,
be up there.
and just because of Toronto roots, DeRozan. I know he's not from Toronto, but
Yeah.
I really like him play, and he's stepping up his game big time now for Bulls. I think he has like a 26 average
Oh,
this
nice,
year,
nice.
and a guy
DeRozan.
who humble, quiet guy who just gets on with the game, inside game. So like mid range, which it doesn't exist anymore, but he still plays
Yeah,
it well, and a
nice.
guy who opened up that he's been through like depression and stuff. So good role model too, kind of guy. So
Cool. DeMar
DeRozan,
DeRozan for the Chicago Bulls,
yeah,
formerly Toronto Raptors. Yep. Next up, any other
and
special?
yeah, I was ecstatic. I gotta mention,
No,
even though
Durant.
I don't love him, but you can't. He's that good. You have to mention him, and it has to be LeBron James,
Yeah.
Punk, who the only guy who labeled himself as the greatest of all time.
No, that's not what he said. It. How do you say it? How do you say it?
That right there made me the greatest of all time.
They were the greatest team of all time, and that right there just made me the greatest of all time.
When he was talking about beating the
Golden State.
Warriors
Yes.
and
Exactly.
pretending he didn't have Kyrie Irving there with him, or Love. Kevin Love was there too, right?
Yeah. Any other special mentions? I want to do some special mentions.
Yeah. Take one, Grant Hill.
Yes. Yes.
And this guy, he would have been in a lot more list if he didn't have a mental breakdown. Mental breakdown lately that made me dislike him more. Number 33, Scottie Pippen.
Scotty, I don't know.
I don't know
I don't
what.
know. I don't know what's going on with Scotty
I think he
recently, but
lost a lot of respect, to be honest.
yeah, he lost a lot
Last
of respect.
year.
I would have. I don't know what he's doing. He's
Yeah.
just basically insulting all his former teammates, calling Phil Jackson a racist, calling Jordan selfish, uh, John Paxson, you name it, man. He's just destroying everybody.
When he praised these guys in the past, that's the difference. I mean,
I
if it
think
was
he's just
real, then he would. Yeah, it's
yeah.
just all the last
I
dance,
think it's because of his divorce payout. He needs more money, so he just starts cutting
divorce,
everything.
and the last dance,
Yeah, he's pissed off
and the
about that.
stupid dreads that got going on right now.
Yeah, the dreadlocks are a bit too tight. So
They're not marvels.
yes. No, Marvel.
Uh, but also Dirk Nowitzki. I also liked him for his shooting,
Yeah.
and
Surprised you didn't. Oh, actually, I won't say it. I won't say it.
yeah, he's not there because of the other guys. But yeah, and so good, David Robinson.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dave Robinson.
Center. Oh man, there were just too many good centers at that time.
Yeah.
To be honest, with me, it could easily be switched with Hakeem, but Hakeem also had the defense game. But David Robinson, and also because I hated the Celtics, especially the year of Paul Pierce, Garnett, and
Ray Allen.
Rondo and Ray Allen. So I got to give it for my man Paul Gasol to team up with Kobe to mess these guys up.
You really didn't like that team, and you wanted Lakers to beat
So
them.
yeah, that's my special mentions.
Yeah, I'd probably go for the same. I'd just go for Tim Hardaway, Sean Kemp as well, Gary Payton, Tracy Mcgrady, Vince Carter. I think that's it.
Man, we
Dennis
never
Rodman.
liked Gary Payton.
I
None of us like Gary Payton.
like Gary Payton.
Well, when he came to Miami,
Yeah.
if I was guard and Jordan.
David Robinson. Oh, Alonzo Mourning as well. Alonzo
Oh
Mourning.
yeah, damn, me too. Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah, especially in that team that won the championship. David Robinson, and I think that's pretty much Grant Hill. Yes, Grant Hill. Still love you, baby. Okay, so that's my special mentions. Let's go into your top 10 all time without any position.
Whew,
Let's
this
go.
was hard.
Yes, it was.
Pretty much is going to be who made my first team. But let's go. Number one is Steve Nash. This is not an order, by the way. This
Yeah. No,
Steve
no.
Nash, point
No
guard,
orders.
and he did. I remember he did make the Hall of Fame. It was 2018. He made the Hall of Fame, so he is in the Hall of Fame. Number two, MJ Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Three, Kobe Bryant. Number four, Shaquille O'Neal. Number five, Sean Kemp. Number six, Larry Bird. Number 7, Baby Told Me Karl Malone.
Karl Malone.
Number 8, Duncan, especially because he took out Miami Heat. And they could have taken out more if some guy didn't mess up and play a shit game.
Yeah.
That guy should have renamed Nameless. And I forgot his name.
Ginobili.
Yeah, Ginobili. Yeah, that's it. Who that guy? The stinker, man. I was watching that live, getting angry. Number 9, you got to mention this guy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, legend, highest points of all time NBA
Yep, 38,000.
championships. Beautiful, probably the best combo of Magic and Kareem. I think those two probably. You have a lot of good deals, but those goes crazy, especially like point guard to center. And number 10 is Tracy McGrady, great scorer, great dunker, and especially in the Orlando Magic, where he blew up in terms of scoring. And yeah, also special mention for Tony Kukoc. I also love that guy, and he was actually my
Surprised he
favorite.
didn't make it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, small forward, right? So there's too
Well,
many
he played.
power
He
forwards.
played.
Sorry.
Yeah, he played multiple positions. Sometimes even center, small forward, and power forward. So
Yeah, so I couldn't leave Duncan or Malone out. But
I
yeah,
guess.
Kukoc is right as a person. Yeah, he's right there for me.
Cool.
He was actually my favorite player in Bulls in the last couple of years of their
Yeah.
championship run. Yeah, still as a poet can agree on. I put Tony Kukoc and NBA 2K on and mess him up with him.
Damn, too good. Damn you, Cookers.
And again,
Anyway,
Pippen was on this list before that breakdown.
before that breakdown, yes. All right, so my top 10.
Hello?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Okay.
6 championships, I think 20 All-Star appearances, just crazy numbers. I think one of the top guys in blocks, the top guy in scoring, 38,000 total points. Played from age 20 to 42 without stopping. Durability. I think 4 championships in college, 1 in high school. So probably the greatest career all around from high school to NBA. Just legendary. Even went to Saudi Arabia for a while and coached the Saudi national team. So props for that. And appeared in a few movies. So Game of Death with Bruce Lee. That was pretty cool. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Next is Hakeem Olajuwon. No surprise there. Shaq, Magic Johnson, Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan, Dwyane Wade, Penny Hardaway, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
Penny, can you answer that? I love Penny Hardaway. It was actually my nickname in the last year of Saudi in school. Some guys, Talal Kahtani, used to call himself Shaq, call me Penny, because I used to feed him the ball. I love his game because he was modeled after my favorite player, Magic Johnson, but unfortunately, injuries just stopped him from achieving all he could have. Dominique Wilkins, of course, and Dr. J. Julius
Yeah, I'm
Erb.
surprised Jason Kidd didn't make any of your special shout outs either.
Oh yeah, Jason Kidd, I love you, baby. Not in the top 10.
Oh, I mean, like special mentions, I guess you could put him there.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, definitely Jason Kidd. And Barkley and Malone and Stockton. I forgot those.
I knew Barkley was good. I just never liked Barkley. I actually preferred Kevin Johnson over Barkley.
I think I preferred Karl Malone over Barkley, but I like Barkley as well. I think that's it. Any other players that maybe we didn't talk about that were just kind of liked for some reason, one reason or another?
Kevin Durant, I'll say now. I like
Yeah.
him. Oh,
Kevin Durant, great player.
nowadays I don't watch the NBA that much, but yeah, I like what's his name?
Dokic.
Yeah, Duncan is cool, but Jason Tatum won the Seattle Supersonics. I mean, sorry, Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, I guess like him, DeRozan,
Yeah.
KD. I mean, Kevin Durant. Paul George,
Kyrie
all
Irving.
right. I
I
just
like
don't like.
Kyrie
No,
Irving.
I don't like Kyrie Irving that much. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no one that I love or anything, but yeah, those guys
Kyrie's
probably.
pretty good, but yeah. All right,
What
cool.
about you? Who do you like nowadays?
Probably the same guys you mentioned. Yeah, I like Kyrie Irving quite a lot, but I don't really have a favorite as such. Um, Yes, LeBron is fun to watch because just how good he is. One of the best, if not the best. Uh,
Harden,
Derrick Rose before the injury, but
oh yeah, Derrick Rose. I like Derrick
even
Rose.
just his kind of mini comeback is kind of interesting. And like,
Oh, and Kawhi too for what he did for Toronto.
yeah,
And
Kawhi Leonard definitely for the
the
Toronto
only thing
run.
is, yeah, just too many injuries all the time, and he has to take too many rests. But yeah,
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard, definitely Kawhi Leonard. And
KD, or you don't like KD?
KD, yeah, definitely like KD, especially the playoff.
I can't believe that crap. Where
Yeah,
his toe was just above the 3 point line, but that's the rules. But yeah, damn, what a
yeah, that was a shame. And that's when I
uh,
saw James Harden just do nothing, and then know that he just doesn't show up in the pressure moments. Lost respect for him. Otherwise, I
Damon
would have.
Lillard too as well. I like him.
Yeah, Dame
Uh,
Lillard definitely somehow made the NBA 75. I don't know how.
the Dame, what he made it?
Yeah, he made it. Yeah, it's been controversial, but he made the list. Um,
You like Chris Paul? I never liked Chris Paul.
yeah, I like Chris Paul.
Uh,
I definitely like Chris Paul. Just a pass first point guard, which I like.
Trey Young,
And
I like Trey Young a bit. I haven't seen him
no, not
enough.
really. And that's it, really. There's no big major team or player that I really follow or want to win anymore.
Giannis, I don't
Giannis
know.
is all right, yeah,
He's all
but
right. I don't like him that much. He has
I
winged
just don't
down.
like him that much. Yeah, but he's a good player. He's a great player. Um, yeah, that's it, really. That's it.
I'm surprised you didn't mention Clyde the Glide.
Oh, I forgot about Mr. Glide. Yeah, of course, Clyde the Glide. Special mention. Yeah, definitely. Clyde the Glide. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there were other good players, of course, like Ewing. Just didn't like him. Don't
Mitch
like.
Richmond, another underrated player. Mitch Richmond. Chris Mullen, Tim Hardaway, that team. So the
Yeah, pretty
GOATs.
much the what was it 91, 92 Dream Teams.
Yeah,
Those
the
guys.
90s, the 90s guys. Uh, yeah, that's about it. I think that's it. All right.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right. That concludes the Fillmore podcast of our NBA favorite players. Keep listening for the next episode. Peace.